Eyewitness News at 11 is closed captioned as a public service of WCTV. From your source for news, this is Eyewitness News at 11 with David Bishop and Liz Compton. Weather with meteorologist Nancy Dignan. And sports with Sandra Golden. This is the award-winning Eyewitness News at 11.
Good evening, everyone. A Tallahassee man is dead and his passenger injured following a motorcycle accident.
Charges are pending against the driver of the station wagon that slammed into the motorcycle. According to eyewitnesses, late this morning, Jerry Bailey and his passenger were headed north on Monroe Street when a station wagon pulled out directly in his path. Witnesses say although Bailey slammed on his brakes, it all happened so fast he was unable to stop.
That station wagon just looked like she was fitting to do a U-turn, just turned right out in front of him. I mean, there wasn't nothing he could do. He did all he could do was just try to stop. He got sideways and slammed into the car.
Bailey's passenger, Cindy Misbell, was transported to the hospital in critical condition. Betty Randall, the driver of the station wagon, was uninjured. FHP troopers are still investigating and charges are pending. Bailey was the owner of Mobile Movies and just last week testified for the defense in the trial of a video store owner charged with distributing obscene material. Bailey was a strong supporter of the right to rent adult movies.
A Leon Circuit judge has denied bond for the co-owners of an area convenience store and a customer accused of murdering a suspected robber. The store's owners, who are brothers, had their first appearance early this morning. Judge Kevin Davey denied bond for Olajide Egberon and his 32-year-old brother, Tewo, and 29-year-old John Henry Bryant until police complete their investigation. The men were arrested and charged with murder when police responded to a robbery call late Friday night.
In general, though, anytime there's a robbery or any kind of property crime, we don't encourage anyone to follow after someone. Number one, they may be armed and you may be injured, or the event's just going to escalate if you try to follow them. It's best just to call the police, let us come, and start our investigation from that point.
The older brother was on probation for reckless driving and is also facing bad check charges. John Bryant has a prison record dating back to 1988. All three men are charged with second-degree murder.
3 people have died in a boating accident in the Florida Keys. A 17-foot speedboat plowed into a private dock this morning. Authorities say 7 adults were in the ill-fated boat. 2 died at the scene and a third at the Key Largo Hospital. Investigators are still looking into the cause of the accident, trying to determine if alcohol played a role.
The accident comes at the start of Safe Boating Week, and Florida Marine Patrol is out in force this week, focusing on water bikes because they tend to be more accident-prone. The patrol is also enforcing new life jacket requirements that went into effect May 1st. Florida leads the nation in boating accidents, and water scooters are involved in more than a third of them. The riders of 5 jet skis have been killed this year. That's the same number killed in all of 1994.
Well, thousands of people a year use the St. Mark's Trail. It's one of the area's most popular recreation spots. But in recent years, concerns about safety began to grow. Eyewitness News reporter Nolan Lambert shows us what the state of Florida is now doing to decrease concerns and increase security.
Steve McNally gets ready to hit the trail. He's the newest security officer assigned by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection to patrol the St. Mark's Trail.
The hardest part about patrolling the trail from the vehicle standpoint is it's hard to get to. As where I'm patrolling on the bicycle, it's more of a one-on-one type relationship with the users.
The past few years, a series of attacks on cyclists and skaters had cast a cloud of concern over the trail. So using the Tallahassee Police Bike Squad as a model, DEP felt having an officer riding the trail would deter crime and increase safety.
All over the country, police departments are using patrol programs. So we looked at it as a way we could patrol this trail where people ride bicycles and pedestrians and rollerbladers. And it's a way that we can patrol it and stay close to the people.
Officer McNally patrols the trail 5 days a week. So far, public response has been good.
How y'all doing today? Real good, real good.
People have responded to it really well. And it really is good example of how the state can respond to the need of the people out here at the trail.
And hopefully by me being out here, the other people, they won't want to come out here either. The people won't cause trouble.
State environmental officials add that if this proves successful, they will extend the program to other parts of the state. Nolan Lambert, Channel 6, Eyewitness News, Leon County.
So far, the only other place the DEP patrol program is in operation is in the Fort Pierce area.
The Florida Highway Patrol is now grappling with the fallout of the new budget. While lawmakers funded a significant number of new trooper positions, dozens of patrol employees face layoffs. The FHP also suffered other non-economic defeats when the session winded down. Thanks in part to a Get Tough on Crime legislative session, the Florida Highway Patrol is putting more than 40 more troopers on state roadways.
They're serious about criminal justice issues this year. That's why we got 42 new positions from our legislature, thank goodness.
But the additional uniform positions in a no new taxes budget may have come with a price.
On our non-sworn, our civilian support personnel, we are facing some cuts and some layoffs. It's unfortunate.
About 70 civilian positions within the Highway Patrol are expected to be cut. The FHP suffered other setbacks during the session. An effort to strengthen seatbelt laws fell flat.
We hoped that we could get a primary seatbelt law passed this year, which would allow an officer to stop someone just for not wearing their safety belt. The present situation is we have to stop you for another violation before we can cite you or even warn you for a safety belt violation. But the law did not pass.
House says the FHP believes the law would increase compliance and save lives, and there are plans to bring it back before the legislature next year. A law enforcement-backed effort to reduce speeding fines also failed. Lawmakers were told early on that fines were getting so exorbitant, troopers were hesitant to write tickets.
There is sympathy on the part of our officers based upon the costs, the exorbitant costs of the tickets, and that's why they may be giving a warning to violators as opposed to actually writing a citation.
Despite assurances from the House Transportation Committee that the issue would be looked at, the proposed changes went nowhere. The revenue generated from the fines is distributed to a long list of programs, and that likely played a role in the lawmakers' reluctance to cut the fines.
Well, still to come on Eyewitness News, a swarm of bees attacks some Florida youngsters.
And later in our newscast, we'll take you to a convention that's out of this world. Stay with us.
There's no better place to find excitement than Jeep Adventure Days, a fun-filled savings event at your Jeep and Eagle dealer, where for a limited time you can lease a powerful Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for this low price. Get a versatile Jeep Cherokee for a price this low with air at no extra charge. Or get a great deal on the fun-loving Jeep Wrangler. But hurry, because while the adventures will go on, this event will not. See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer today.
Yes, we can match any color.
No problem.
Customers don't want to stand around and wait. They can't get the project done waiting. Yes, we can match this color. This is your Brussels sprout green.
The faster I can finish here, the sooner he can get out. If they want that color, we do our best to get it. Bowling ball blue.
And here's your ball.
Give your house a new look with Glidden's durable interior flat white paint. It's only $24.85 for 5 gallons. Just one of over 40,000 products you'll find at a guaranteed low price every day at the Home Depot.
Look at what your local Southern Ford dealer has put together for you. Big savings on Ford Contour. You can lease the car that's wowing critics for only $199 a month. And Contour's loaded with air conditioning, AM/FM stereo cassette, dual airbags, and more. It's state-of-the-art comfort, convenience, and safety. All this for only $199 a month. But you better hurry. The Contours are flying out of here fast. See your local Southern Ford dealer now.
4 children were taken to a hospital in South Florida this afternoon after a run-in with bees. They were having a picnic at a Pinellas County park when somehow a bee's nest was disturbed. A nearby Boy Scout troop saw the whole thing, and members said the 4 children suffered multiple bee stings, and one of the children apparently had an allergic reaction, breaking out in hives and wheezing.
They got attacked by the bees and all, and he started running out of the woods with all the other kids that were in the woods with him.
There's been no word on the condition of the 4 children who were taken to the hospital.
Well, researchers are trying to find a way to ease the tensions of migraine headaches, and in the course of their study, they're also working to determine if those headaches increase the risk for strokes. Here's Carmen Cummings with tonight's Medical Minute.
Participants in the study who suffered migraines were twice as likely to have a stroke as people who did not have these debilitating headaches. Researchers say the stroke risk may be due to changes in blood flow to the brain and abnormalities in blood platelets. Further studies are needed to see if migraines can actually cause a stroke or if they're associated with an increased risk for stroke. Smoking cigarettes may increase the risk for diabetes, and kicking the habit may not completely eliminate that risk. A new study shows that men who smoke at least 25 cigarettes a day double their risk for developing diabetes. Ex-smokers have a 30% higher risk for the disease than non-smokers. The researchers say smoking may damage the pancreas, and if the pancreas does not function properly, it cannot produce enough insulin for the body to function properly, leading to diabetes. I'm Carmen Cummings with an Eyewitness News Medical Minute.
Well, temperatures are once again on the rise.
Yeah, but the good news, this time the stifling humidity won't be around. Nancy's in next with her Doppler 6 forecast.
Introducing a number of reasons to own a Plymouth Neon. There's Neon 4-door and the brand new 2-door Sport Coupe. Inside, there are 2 airbags standard, along with room for you and 4 friends. Plymouth Neon even lets you color by number. And now, more figures that really count. Plymouth Neon for $168 a month for 24 months and $9.99 down. Hey, numbers like these should put one big smile on your face. Come on, smile. Lease a Plymouth Neon at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer. These days, thin is in. And most girls would like to be thin, model thin. But when does a desire to be slender give way to anorexia?
Thin is in. That's a message many experts believe mirrors the mentality in our society. But some women take this idea to an extreme. Women dying to be thin.
See Silent Killers beginning Tuesday on Eyewitness News at 5:30 on WCTV.
Watch for falling prices. We see the prices falling.
It makes quite a bit of noise back here.
I would sound like money, like change. Falling means that I can buy things for a lot cheaper here.
You got the lantern battery and the grape cranberry juice.
A coffee pot, fish food.
Like Charmin.
I came to buy a bedspread, and I got everything.
Who doesn't like something that goes down in price, you know?
That's why I come to Walmart.
It's sad when you make a $1,000 mistake, so don't do it. You won't do it at the Chrysler Plymouth Dodge Discount Store, Plantation, Thomasville.
We'll save you $5,000 on Chrysler LHS.
$99 down delivers any vehicle, including the all-new 96 Chrysler minivan.
Kicking used cars, $99 down, $199 a month.
And if Bruce credit's still dogging you, this is the number, and this is the place. Plantation, Thomasville.
Nancy Dignon's Doppler 6 weathercast have the seal of approval of the American Meteorological Society.
Well, Nancy, it sounds like we can have our cake and eat it too. Warmer temperatures, but no humidity.
It's been awfully nice all weekend long. Looks like that trend will continue.
Been waiting for this for a long time. It's just been hot.
Yeah, I thought spring happened. It came in about 3 minutes, left us, looked like summer was here, but finally we're going back to some spring-like conditions. We did enjoy some very comfortable readings this morning. 60 and 61, Thomasville and Tallahassee readings. The airport dropping down to a cooler 59 degrees. Warmed up to 86 apiece, and that's basically where we should be this time of year. You'll notice, though, last year on this date, temperature dropped down to 49 degrees. That did establish a new record low. And back in 1938, reaching 98 sizzling degrees. Currently outside, 66 in the Rose City, 63 degrees. In the capital city, the humidity up to 81% now. Pressure climbing 30 inches even, and the winds are currently calm. Our temperatures this morning were actually pretty comfortable all around the southeast. You'll notice the only real warm reading was in Fort Lauderdale, 75 degrees. Otherwise, some 50s and some 60s all around the tri-state area. And again, you see our morning low readings. This afternoon, though, where we should be for this time of year, very spring-like conditions with temperatures staying generally in the mid-80s. The hottest temperatures coming into our west, Montgomery and Pensacola reaching 88 degrees. They were a bit warmer than southern areas of Florida. Our satellite view around the country in motion showing basically some clouds kind of scattered around, thicker clouds in the central plain states as well as for southern areas of Florida. Sky Eye showing exactly what's going on here in the immediate viewing area. We'll take a trip and show some scattered cloudiness across Tallahassee. Crossing over the state line, you'll see some clouds around Thomasville. And our last stop is in Valdosta, where, again, scattered cloudiness has been the rule generally for the last couple of days. Radar summary is showing some showers and some heavier thunderstorms across the Dakotas developing at this hour, but the heavy showers have been all throughout the plains again this weekend. They are continuing to see some flooded conditions. In the southeast, not a whole lot of rain. High pressure means some dry conditions. That's exactly what we are seeing. The circulation is clockwise. That brings down some somewhat cooler and some drier air. So that's exactly what we're seeing. A couple of showers offshore. We may see a few of them head toward us tomorrow, but a few will be about it. So I think most of the rains will stay away. High pressure will keep its grip on the southeast, so expect some really terrific weather for the next day or so. It should be dry. The system will stay to our north, scooting across the northern half of the country. There they'll see the best threat of rain. Unfortunately, the rains will fall on the already soaked grounds of the Plain States one more time. In the morning hours, upper 50s in low spots, otherwise around 60, 61 degrees for most of us. You'll see that chilly reading way up across Montana. They'll stay into the 30s, and in the afternoon hours, while they'll warm in the 50s, we're going to see our readings climb generally in the mid to upper 80s. Doppler 6 radar and the forecast next.
5 years in development, 9 onboard computers, 12 patents. Introducing the elegant and powerful TL series, the new touring luxury sedan from Acura. Engineered to run over the entire car industry and still provide a smooth ride.
Lease the all-new Acura 2.5 TL for $369 a month at Proctor Acura in Tallahassee.
Doppler 6 radar scanning at 150 miles and no rain being detected currently. Along the Gulf Coast then for tomorrow, calling it mostly sunny. Looks like a great day to be along the coast. East to southeasterly winds running 9 to 14 knots. Sea is 2 to 3 feet, a light chop for the bays and inlets. And there are the high and low tides, Alligator Point, Apalachicola, St. Mark's River, and also Fort Carabel. Your exclusive Doppler 6 forecast then for the remainder of the Sunday evening. Fair skies and comfortably cool. 59 low spots, 61 will be the wake-up temperature for most of us. And then for Monday, it looks like we'll start the work week rather nicely. Partly sunny, high near 89. Now, throw a rain chance in there, but it'll be generally to the north or to the east. So for most of us, don't look for rain, 10% across the region, and we'll hold that 10% for Tuesday and Wednesday, but temperatures begin to climb a bit in the afternoon. Nothing like the heat wave that we did see last week, but in the morning hours, it will be awfully comfortable with temperatures staying in the low to mid-60s. So some pretty nice weather on tap for us. The best chance of rain so far looks like Thursday or Friday.
Not even a big chance at that.
No.
Great.
No. Great.
Okay.
Thanks,
Nancy. Well, coming up in sports, we'll tell you if the Pacers could hold off the Knicks.
And the Knowles are wearing the ACC crown. Sandra's in next.
There's no better place to find excitement than Jeep Adventure Days, a fun-filled savings event at your Jeep and Eagle dealer, where for a limited time you can lease a powerful Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for this low price. Get a versatile Jeep Cherokee for a price this low with air at no extra charge. Or get a great deal on the fun-loving Jeep Wrangler. But hurry, because while the adventures will go on, this event will not.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer today.
For over 40 years, South Georgia Medical Center has grown with the people of South Georgia and North Florida. We've added new facilities, a highly qualified staff of physicians, nurses, and hospital staff, and the latest in technological advances.
We have good people working here, a team that works together. It really makes me proud to be a part of all this.
South Georgia Medical Center, 40 years of serving you.
Baseball sure has changed, Junior.
Yeah, the hexagon replaced the diamond.
And can you imagine facing 3 pitches?
Emerson on base. Oh, the base ejector got him snoozing. He goes
Why did it all change?
All sport. The game just got too easy.
The unsurpassed taste of all sport. A third more carbs than Gatorade for energy could make a difference.
Next up,
your grandson's up.
Ken Griffey IV. He connects. It's going. Watch out, center field. Oh!
Center Bush got him.
He was robbed.
All sport body quencher. The game will never be the same.
Who's going to save you more on a new Pontiac? Cone Pontiac in Thomasville. Cone doesn't just talk lower prices. Cone delivers every day.
That's right, new 95 Pontiac Bonnevilles for only
$25.9.
No.
$23.9.
No.
$22.9.
No, $21,500.
And Cone Pontiac has 5.8% financing on selected models.
Take the short drive.
Come to Cone Nissan Cadillac Chief Eagle Pontiac in Thomasville. You won't find a better deal anywhere.
Here is Sandra, and a first for the FSU baseball program.
But long overdue.
Way long overdue. I thought they had won it already. It seems like they just keep winning and winning. But finally, their turn. Well, after FSU lost to Clemson on Friday night, the Seminole Bats were suddenly born again. In yesterday's games, Florida State outscored their opponents 22-3. Well, today, in the championship game, the slugfest would continue against Clemson with the ACC title at stake. Jonathan Johnson on the mound for the Noles as we'll pick it up in the bottom of the fourth. Reynolds will be at the corners with FSU up 1-0 as Mike Martin Jr. knocks this one way off the wall. He's going to score Adam Farrow, and they're going to wave in Scott Vetch. 3-0, Florida State on top. Still in the fourth, J.D. Drew up next. He hits a liner just inside the right field line. Martin will score 4-0, Florida State. To the bottom of the fifth, one on board, Jeremy Morris. He's going to send this one deep, and it is out of here. Florida State up 6-0. Pick it up late, bottom of the sixth. Martin on second. He's going to slap this one deep. Jeremy Morris. And it's also gone, and it's also an 8-0 ball game. The difference today, Jonathan Johnson, the tournament MVP, threw a complete game. 2 snuck in for Clemson at the bottom of the ninth. But all in all, a great day for Florida State. They win the first ever ACC title. The final was 8-2. Other conference game on the line. Valdosta State pulls it off, 9-8 to score. They'll play in Montgomery, Alabama, starting on Saturday. We'll have the schedule for you this week. To the majors, the Braves and the Marlins. Braves looking for their 7th win in 8 games. Can you believe that? What a streak. In the first, David Justice. He's going to slap this one into the corner of right field. 2 are on board. Mike Kelly will score. Jeff Blauser will score. 2-0 ball game. Braves on top. John Smoltz, he was smoking today. Pitched a 2-hitter while playing excellent defense as he gets his old teammate Terry Pendleton out. In the fourth, Chipper Jones at the plate. He's going to single in Lemke and Smoltz with this shot. The Braves would go up 4-0. The final, 5-1. Other scores in the National League. Philadelphia on top of New York by 2. The Rockies beat the Reds 5-2. And guess what the score was here? Houston over Montreal 5-2. The Cubs over the Dodgers. It took 13 innings. St. Louis beat San Fran 9-7 was the final. In the late game tonight, it was Pittsburgh over the Padres. The American League game of the day, the Red Sox and the Indians. In the first, Cleveland's Carlos Baerga. This is kind of a strange play. He's going to knock this one off the glove, sends it right around into the bullpen. You can just count that one as a homer. The Indians were up 2-0. Paul Sereno's turn. This one, pretty much the same place. It's way out of here. Indians were up 3-0. Everybody's bat would get hot late, and it would turn into a slugfest. Cleveland would come from behind to win that one. Checking other scores in the American League. The Tigers on top of the Blue Jays 2-1. The Yanks shut out the O's 5-0. California beats Chicago 8-6. The Mariners over the Twins 5-2. Oakland beats KC 7-2. And the Brewers shut out the Rangers 6-0. The Eastern Conference semifinal round in Game 7 this afternoon. What a game. The Knicks and the Pacers, Ewing and Miller. The loser hits the golf course for the summer tomorrow. Well, the Knicks made it all the way to the finals last year, but Reggie Miller, he was the guy who would just want it bad today, having a great game. Pick it up in the first. Oakley to Ewing for the jam. Indiana up by 5. Ewing led the Knicks with 29 points. Reggie Miller, again, on fire. Here for 3. Count it. Miller was high scorer for the Pacers with 29. Pacers were up by 8. Reggie right here outside. That one's no good. Back to Reggie. You can count that one. It's good. Pacers in control. They were up by 10. However, New York would battle back. Starks with the steal here. Pitches it out to Smith for the throwdown. Knicks would play catch-up ball, would battle back from a 15-point deficit, and Spike Lee likes what he sees, but not for long in the fourth. This man would make the difference. Smith, he'd had 7 points in the last 4.5 minutes. Indiana up by 5 with 5 seconds left. This was the play. Patrick Ewing misses. Can you believe it? The Pacers win it at the buzzer, 97-95, and advance to play the Magic.
Definitely, I thought I made a great play to get to the hole. I drove, laid it up, and then just see it, come back out. It's disappointing.
But the Indiana Pacers deserve a tremendous amount of credit, not having the home court advantage, finding ways to win games maybe they shouldn't have won. And I want to wish them nothing but the best.
To the Buick Open, great golf today on the PGA Tour. Let's get right to the good stuff on 18. Doug Martin with the birdie putt, bottom of the cup. He will go 6 under and force a playoff with Vijay Singh on the 5th playoff hole. That's right, 5th playoff hole, the longest playoff since 1989 on the PGA Tour. This one's ugly. Large miss. Martin misses, but Vijay Singh, well, he'll get the birdie putt there. And not only will he get the birdie putt, he will get the win. Checking your leaderboard there. Singh and Martin tied again. 5 playoff holes. Bobby Watkins finished at 5 under. Nick Faldo and 3 others were at 4 under. To the Indy trials, they continue. Today, the final day called the Bubble Day. Al Unser Jr. and Emerson Fittipaldi did not qualify. That's the big story of the day, which means the Penske team is shut out for the first time in 26 years. Meanwhile, qualifying today, Carlos Gallardo, brother of Roberto, with a time good enough to make the field. The big news again, Penske fans around the nation completely destroyed. Their guys are not going to be there next week. The NBA held its draft lottery today. The Golden State Warriors, the big, big winners. They were chosen as the very first pick overall for 95. The Clippers, they'll pick second, followed by the Philadelphia 76ers. And you Miami Heat fans, well, they got the 10th pick. Checking the forecast for tomorrow. Best hours from about 7 to 11. That's in the morning and in the evening. Also, the Lady Knowles finished today their season. They were supposed to have played #1 Arizona, and they got beat pretty bad. The score was 15-0. But Arizona's the defending national champ. So, if you got to lose to somebody, that's
get beat by the best, right? Okay. Thanks, Sandra. We'll check national and world news next.
First, tonight's winning Cash 3 and Play 4 numbers.
If you're trying to choose between Seville SLS, the Lexus LS400, and the Mercedes-Benz E420, consider what Motor Trend had to say about Seville. The 275 horsepower Seville SLS with the North Star system. Thanks, Motor Trend. See the Cadillac dealers of the South.
All great seafood dinners start with a trip to Bruno's. Bruno's, where higher standards and lower prices are really catching on.
We're lumberjacks! We're sawing away! We're working real hard! We drink Bush and A! 'Cause way up here, you gotta keep your head clear! Drinking Bush and A! 'Cause it tastes like beer!
Then we act crazy 'cause it's lonely out here!
Fully brewed for mountains of real beer taste. Non-alcohol Bush and A.
If you were going to compare the Geo Prism to the Toyota Corolla, it'd be hard to find many differences. I mean, both Prism and Corolla roll off the same assembly line in California. They both have standard dual airbags and exceptional ride and handling. And the Prism and Corolla look virtually identical. I mean, if there's a difference between the two cars, I sure don't see it. The Geo Prism special shipment.
A published report says the FBI expects to arrest more people in the Oklahoma City bombing in a matter of weeks. Newsweek magazine cites a source close to the case as saying the investigation involves husbands, wives, and children as young as 12. FBI agents have already questioned 12-year-old Josh Nichols, the son of suspect Terry Nichols. Meanwhile, in Detroit, his brother James will be going back to federal court for 2 hearings on his continued detention and the explosives charges against him.
Civil rights leader Jesse Jackson is calling the Republican budget cuts cruel and inhumane to middle and lower classes, and he isn't doing it quietly. Jackson and the Rainbow Coalition have begun a 3-day protest titled Newt's Nightmare. The demonstration began with a march near Atlanta this afternoon. The 30-mile march is to protest the House Speaker's contract with America, but Gingrich calls it PR baloney.
There are all sorts of places that Reverend Jackson and his demonstrators could be helpful if they would focus their energy on actually helping real people.
Strange he would use that language because while he's cutting affordable housing in Washington, he's down here posing at Habitat for Humanity as if he is a carpenter. He looks about as strange posing to build houses as Dukakis look in that tank.
The march is scheduled to end on Tuesday at the tomb of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. in downtown Atlanta.
Former Defense Secretary Les Aspin has died following a massive stroke. Georgetown University Medical Center officials say Aspin's condition continued to deteriorate despite intensive medical treatment. He was alert and speaking when he was admitted to the hospital yesterday morning in critical condition. President Clinton said Aspin achieved greatly because he cared greatly. Aspin had a history of heart problems. Doctors gave him a pacemaker in March 1993. Aspin was appointed to steer the Pentagon into the uncharted waters of the post-Cold War era, but resigned under pressure after a series of missteps.
They say buckle up for safety, but what if the seatbelt causes a safety hazard? The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has received reports of more than 500 consumer complaints and 47 injuries because of faulty seatbelts. Regulators say belt pieces have broken off and jammed the buckle mechanism. They're especially worried the flaw could cause belts to unlatch in accidents. Car makers are considering a recall of 8 million vehicles.
Still to come, Nancy's Wake Up Forecast.
And UFO believers gather to share their supernatural experiences. Next.
This is no fish story. It's the free truck giveaway, and it's from your hometown GMC truck dealers. You may win this brand new Sonoma SLS pickup just by stopping by any hometown GMC truck dealer and registering. GMC's the official truck of the Yamaha Marine Big Bend Saltwater Classic because we've got the power to pull boats large and small and still deliver the smooth ride GMC is famous for. Cruise on into your hometown GMC truck dealers and register for the free truck giveaway and take a 95 GMC for a spin. You'll be hooked on the deals we're making at your hometown GMC truck dealers.
The average person is exposed to hundreds of ads every day, almost all of which go unnoticed.
602 here in Kayla. Time for this message. If you crash your dock from Joe's Garage.
When people are ready to buy, they turn to the Sprint Yellow Pages.
Hello, Larry's?
The Sprint First Source Phone Book.
Hurry up, Al.
Try Rally's new chicken fingers, served with your choice of sauces. Rally's, twice as good.
Twice as fast.
This is my commercial, Ray.
Ford Ranger, GMC Sonoma, 2 nicely loaded pickup trucks. Let's look at the numbers. Standard horsepower, payload capacity, highway miles per gallon, standard fuel capacity. Then, of course, there's available suspensions, standard AM/FM with 4 speakers, and the total? Proof positive that GMC Sonoma offers you more value than Ford Ranger plus $500 cash back.
Drop in to your hometown GMC truck dealer now.
Doppler 6 has a new way to look at the weather. The area's top weather team brings you a bold new look, a clearer view of the conditions that affect our area. Doppler 6 weather, only on WCTV.
Another week of Lotto and another week of winners. In Florida, 3 winning tickets are worth $7 million. Those tickets were sold in Fort Lauderdale, St. Augustine, and Tampa. If you match 5 of 6 numbers, you win almost $2,000. You get $77.50 for 4 of 6 picks, and there's a 50-50 prize for $5.50 prize for half of the correct numbers. In Georgia, there was 1 winning $2 million ticket. It was sold in Macon. If you got 5 of 6 numbers, you win $816. There's a $62 prize for 4 of 6 numbers, and you get 4 $1 bills for 3 of 6 picks.
If you believe in UFOs, in strange visitors from outer space, this next story is for you. People who've lived through unexplainable events gathered in Tampa today at the annual UFO convention. But they don't call them aliens. UFO enthusiasts prefer to call them non-human life forms. Here, believers can discuss their experiences in an open-minded atmosphere.
In my case, I believe I was abducted when I was about 7 years old.
Hill says the people here are on a quest to understand the unexplainable, and many of them want to use the unseen powers for good. I personally would use it for a lotto, but that's just me.
Well, Nancy wants to use her powers to tell us tomorrow morning's wake-up forecast.
Right.
This won't be unidentified. We'll identify what the wake-up temperature will be. About 61 degrees, fair skies, and cool. It's not necessarily cool, but cool considering we had 70s last week, so it'll be pretty nice weather, and I guess we can have coffee talk, too.
That's right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to it. Thanks, Nancy.
Thanks, Nancy.
And that's Eyewitness News. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you again next weekend. Until then, have a great week.